Welcome to Blues Heart 59's channel. I'm going to do this. I want to talk about depression. We're going to talk about a friend of mine who's in the service. And I want to thank, this could be, well, first of all, this could be the first time I ever done a blog like this. I have a friend of mine that's in the armed forces, and I thank him for defending our country. And I want to say thank you to every serviceman, woman, past, present, and future, for defending our country or any other country that you're from, whatever, that you guys sacrifice so much. But the soldiers should never be forgotten, and they should always have help. So I want to talk about the subject today is called PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. And a lot of you guys that have been in the service know what I'm talking about. This is a very touchy situation. I'm going to try. I'm not going to do, this is the first time video. I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to go right through it. But I have a friend of mine. He's very ill with this PTSD. And he always calls me on the phone, and I try to keep him happy, and I talk to him and tell him he's got to be strong. You guys got to be strong. Don't give up. There's help out there for everybody. And this disorder, it's... see, how can I explain it to people that if you never had been in the service or in a stressful job, it could be like policemen, you know, medical, it could be firemen, it could be... But the main people that are getting it now is the military people. And I'm here for you guys. I'm here to tell you guys... there's hope for you guys. Okay, somebody said, well, how do you know? How do you know how these guys feel? I know how you guys feel. I know how you feel because I have two friends of mine that are dealing with this right now, and he lost 6 buddies. 6 of his friends committed suicide. And that's not an option. That's not an option, you guys. By ending your life, that's something that should not even be thought of. Because for one thing, you have your friends. People love you. People love you. People love you. You have family. You have kids. You have friends. You have family. You can't give up. You got to be strong. Don't give up. Stay strong for them. And you don't have to be ashamed because you're on the combat line. You got the big, boom, boom. You're not any less of a man or a woman that been to war. It doesn't make you any less of a soldier by admitting that you have an illness. And that what I want to talk about now is like, okay. And so depression runs in my family too. Also, I have family members, but it's 20 years now. But I want to say there is always help, and you can get help. Now somebody says getting back to my service friends. Somebody says, well, how do you know you haven't been in a war? I said, I know I haven't been in a war, but I know what you guys been through. I feel your pain. And I want to put a link in the end of this video, so there is a contact. I'll leave a web link that anybody with depression or PTSD can get help or talk to somebody. I have a hotline number. I'll put it in here. But here's what. Okay, I'm gonna do this now. I want to talk about. Well, okay, me and my friend. I went to talk to him last night. I won't say his name, and I told him, I says, you know what? I gave him a hug. I says, you defended our country. You went to war. I know you went to war. But you made it back home. You made it home. He says, yeah, I lost a lot of buddies. And we can go back to Vietnam War, too. I have friends that, older friends that lost half the platoon in the Vietnam Wars. It's not fun. No wars are fun. No wars are good. But anyway, let's get back to this subject again. That, how do I know how you guys feel? Well, I know my friend. I've known him for many years now. It's my son-in-law's best friend. They grew up as kids together, and he's in the Iraq War. But and the thing about this now, he struggles every day. He struggles every day, and how do I know? Because I know this person. I know what he's gone through. And getting back to my friend, I went over. We sat down and we watched a bunch of comedy stuff. We watched some great comedians, and you guys know who I'm talking about too. Some of these comedians, you never know. You never knew that they would have an illness and just never, depression and hold it and not tell anybody. And all of a sudden, boom, it's too late. Why did he reach out and get help? But you guys got to get help. Okay, don't be afraid to ask. But let me share a little story with you. And here's what I told my friend last night. We were talking about things. He says, you don't know how I feel. I said, so I look at him and I say, yeah, I don't really know exactly how you feel, but I have an idea. So I said, well, so I tried to cheer him up anyway. And I kind of compared him riding in a tank. Because he was a tank. He drove tank. And he's seen a lot. He was on lines too. He did everything. But I kind of compared him and his tank over in the war zone. And I said, let's compare your tank and my car in the freeway road rage. And he goes, what do you mean? I said, well, just let me explain this one. Well, I'll compare a tank versus a car in the freeway. See, here's a car in the freeway. Here's me in rush hour traffic. I'm driving around. People are getting in my way. They're cutting me off. I'm getting pissed off. They stop and go. I'm getting frustrated. It just sucks, man. I don't like this at all. I'm getting so stressed out. Then all of a sudden people are flipping, they're swerving at me. There's potholes. I'm dodging potholes, and just people are tailgating me. It just, oh boy, I tell you, very stressful. And that's for that may be an hour or two a day, hour to work, hour back, or just, but you got to get to your destination. But now let's compare. Now that's my daily stress on the highway. Now let's go. Imagine being in a tank. Now you're in an armored tank. Same situation, but here's the difference. You're in an armored tank or a Jeep, whatever. You're going through this country and you got shit blowing up around you. People are blowing shit at you. They're shooting at you. Their mortars going off. I mean, buildings are crumbling. You got missiles flying by you. Shit's starting on fire. And you guys, this ain't no half-hour trip or an hour trip. You guys are you're in that thing 24/7. You guys are on the lines 24/7 every day, months, days, weeks, months, years. And it's like, wow, it's just, how much stress can a guy put on? You can only take so much. But, and that's the difference. So I kind of got an idea how you guys feel. It's like, wow, whoa. In a combat zone, I see what you guys feel. You just can't get up and get out of the tank and say, I quit. Or you can't jump off the Jeep and say, oh, I'm done. So I feel your pain, man. Kind of see what you guys are feeling, the stress. The stress of being in a car on the freeway, knowing that you have to get somewhere, your destination, and that's in the war too. You just can't stop and just throw your stuff down. You just can't do that. You just can't stop and say, well, I'm just going to give up and go home. But see now, and the same with the freeway now, that's the difference. And that's where road rage comes in handy. That's where I can see where you guys get so frustrated, and you're in it 24/7. You can't escape it until you get to go home. See, I can turn around my car and get off the freeway and take the side road and do kind of chill, but I can go back home. But then the next day I have to go out and deal with that traffic again. And eventually I'm going to get used to it. So I'm going to be watching for these people, and it's just like, but then I might have a bad day, and I might snap on somebody. So I can see where you guys are frustrated. So myself, by thinking, well, I won't drive the freeway. I'm going to take the side road. Sorry about the phone there. But I'm going to take the side road and chill. And that way I can just pull over, get some coffee, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But you guys can't do that. Okay? So, but what I'm getting at is that I know you guys just can't, you got to do it. You got to deal with it. I know that it's tough. So, the old theory is that, yeah, see, I can get help. I can just get help, take a bus, whatever, and avoid that freeway and take the side roads. But you guys can't do that. But you can do one thing. You can ask for help, and there is help out there. There's help out there, you guys. And you know what? You got to ask for it. Just don't give up. Be proud. And I love you guys. I love you. I love what you do for our country. I love all the stuff that everybody does. But you know what? People love you guys too. People love you servicemen and women, cops, firemen, stressful jobs that you go through. But the service people, you guys, you know, suicide is not a way out. That's no option. That's not an option. Because you have your family. You have your family. Your family loves you. You have friends. Your friends love you. So if you give up and you just end it all, you're hurting your kids. You're hurting your family. You're hurting your friends. You're hurting your buddies. You know, you made it home. Mission accomplished. You made it home. I want to thank you guys. So it's a tough one. Be tough. And like I said, I really appreciate what you guys done for us, you know. But you got my salute. And get help. There is help for you guys. Peace, you guys. Link down below.